The Bremen Town Musicians. Once upon a time, a miller lived in a small village with his donkey. The donkey carried sacks to and from the mill, and the owner fed him in return. That's how they lived. The years passed and the donkey grew old, his strength diminished with each passing day, and the road to the mill became unbearable. One day, the donkey overheard the miller saying that he wanted to get rid of him so as not to feed him in vain. That's when the donkey decided to run away first.
I'll go to the city of Bremen.
He thought.
There I can become a street musician and earn my living that way.
He walked, and suddenly he saw a dog lying on the road, barely breathing.
What's wrong with you?
Asked the donkey.
Why are you breathing so hard?
Oh,
Answered the dog.
I've grown very old. I'm getting weaker every day, and I'm no longer fit for hunting. My owner decided to get rid of me, but I ran away first, and now I'm wondering, how will I earn my living?
You know what?
Said the donkey.
I'm going to Bremen and I'm going to become a musician there. Come with me. We'll have a whole orchestra. I'll play the lute and you'll be our drummer.
The dog was very pleased with this proposal, and the two of them went on together. A little while later they saw a sad cat on the road.
Well, what happened to you?
Asked the donkey.
Why are you so sad?
How can I not be sad?
Answered the cat.
You see, I'm getting old. My owner wanted to get rid of me, so I ran away first. But now, how can I earn a living?
Come with us to Bremen.
Said the donkey.
After all, you know a lot about night serenades. You can be a city musician like us.
So the cat set off with them. The three runaways were walking past a yard when they heard a rooster sitting on the gate and crowing as loud as he could.
What's wrong with you?
Asked the donkey.
Guests are coming to see my mistress. My time has come. They will eat me for sure. So I'm crowing for the last time.
Well, rooster,
Said the donkey.
wouldn't it be better for you to run away? Come with us to Bremen. We'll give concerts and everything will be fine.
The rooster liked the idea, and the four of them set off, but they couldn't reach Bremen in one day. It was getting towards evening and becoming dark. They had to think about where to spend the night. So the aspiring musicians stopped near the forest. The donkey and the dog lay down under a tree. The cat climbed onto a branch and settled there, and the rooster flew to the very top of a tree, where he was safest. Suddenly, the rooster noticed light in the distance. He shouted to his comrades that there must be a house nearby, because a light was flickering. To which the donkey said,
Comrades, let's go to the house. It's unsafe and uncomfortable to spend the night here in the forest.
And since everyone was already quite hungry and tired, no one argued. They set off in the direction of the light, and the closer they got, the brighter the light became. And when they got to a clearing, they saw a house. But robbers lived in that house, and through the bright window it was clear to see that they were sitting at a table with an endless amount of treats on it.
Oh, how I want to have a snack.
The cat said dreamily.
I would also like to peck at something.
The rooster whispered, looking around. So the donkey, dog, cat, and rooster began to think of how they could drive away the robbers and have something to eat and spend the night in the warm house. They thought and finally came up with an idea. Soon, the donkey went to the window, the dog climbed onto the donkey, the cat onto the dog, and the rooster onto the cat, and they began to shout, howl, meow and crow, and knock on the window so hard that the glass rattled. The robbers jumped out of surprise. One of them thought he saw a ghost outside the window. Frightened, the robbers ran into the thick forest as fast as they could. The four musicians, happy that their plan had worked, ran into the house and began to eat as if they had not eaten for a month and would not eat for another month. Having eaten their fill, the musicians put out the fire and looked for a corner to spend the night, each according to their own nature and habits. The donkey laid down on a haystack in the yard. The dog curled up near the door. The cat stretched and climbed onto the still warm stove. And the rooster flew up onto the fence post. Everyone was very tired from the long journey, and so they immediately fell asleep. Exactly at midnight, the chief robber climbed a tall tree and, not seeing any light in the house, decided to check what was going on in it. He then ordered one of his lackeys to go into the house and take a good look around. The robber quietly crept up to the house and went into the kitchen to light a candle. He took out a match and accidentally poked it right into the cat's eyes, thinking that these were hot coals left in the stove. The cat jumped up and scratched the robber with his claws. The robber ran away from the surprise. At the door, the dog bit him on the leg. In the yard, the donkey jumped up from the haystack and kicked him with all his might. The robber screamed, and then the rooster woke up and crowed at the top of his lungs. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Then the robber ran as fast as he could, straight into the forest.
Ah!
The robber cried in horror to his comrades.
Terrible monsters have taken up residence in our house. They scratched my face, injured my leg, and hit me on the back. And the most terrible one sits at the very top and screams curses. So I ran away as fast as I could.
From that time on, the robbers never dared to look into the house again. The Bremen Town Musicians liked living in the house so much that they did not want to leave. So they decided to stay and live a nice, peaceful life. And live there happily to this day.
Please subscribe to the Magic Stories channel, like and click the bell.